could have swore it just was. I will. I will knock on the door and just be like, you guys awake out there? Coming out, ready to heal you."
Zaxton readies fireball. Just in case they have like their bows out, you know?
Oh, you realize you have to burn a spell slot then, right?
Yeah, you burn a spell slot to ready a spell.
Oh, I didn't know that. Then I ready fire bolts.
Okay. Which one of these guys is fucked up from them?
The one not in armor. So Perlos and Jocelyn, the two
Holy shit,
robed,
huh?
the two robed individuals.
All right. I'm gonna rub my hands together.
Oh, dude.
Get a little, pick up a little mud and dirt, spit into them, rub that together,
Get a
get
nice
that nice in my
paste.
palm, get that, yeah, real good in there.
Scrape out a little
They'll be
fromunda
Does
cheese
perfect.
before you come out.
yeah, does anybody have a like a torch with some soot on it?
Considering
I got a
No.
torch.
considering the fray
No,
from the day before, I would imagine yes, there's plenty of
uh,
soot and
can
other
somebody go get me a
undesirable fluids.
couple handfuls of soot real quick here?
Yeah, Zaxton goes absolutely and pulls off a tuft of his hair and casts his firebolt on it to burn it.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. That'll really make it work.
So
Okay.
sack hair,
So
right?
I'm gonna take that,
Duty.
kind of just mix it up, and then I'm gonna take my thumb, take a big glob of it, and just put a big cross on their forehead and cast Lesser Restoration on them.
Okay. Um. Oh, Jesus. Give me a deception
And
roll.
and you can't remove that for 24 hours.
And I would like to assist him with it since it was my fur and I have proficiency.
Okay. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
This is gonna be great if it's bad. It's not great.
It's a 9.
They don't know what spells are.
Nat 1. Um. So the spellcaster, because she's a warlock and doesn't know what a real spell is,
Yes.
just rolls with it. They both cringe at the odor of the spell components. But like I said, they roll with it, and you kind of see them roll their shoulders and shake things off. And um, Jocelyn looks over and says, "Well, I'm glad to see that we were able to avoid any further conflict. But I think
Yep.
that's the end of our friendly relationship. So we wish you the best of luck, and we are going to try to find our wayward missing companion." And you get one last dirty look from Perlos. A kind of, I don't know, wistful's not the right word, but like a um, maybe somewhat crestfallen look from Ilnar. Seems to be the level-headed one of the group. But the three of them depart, leaving the temple, and the group of you to go about your merry way.
Zaxton puts his arm underneath Finnegan and puts his arm underneath Morgan. And we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of.
Before we do that, we have to heal me and Joe.
Yeah.
You're so needy, Finnegan. You're so needy.
So if I do Lesser Restoration, do we get our max HP back now or next time we rest?
I will give it to you now. Um,
Okay. Because I'm willing to cast Grid Restoration to get it back.
No, I'll give it to you now.
Because
I think more the
Greater
intent is
Restoration.
that you just got more HP to heal up if you were to cure yourself earlier. So
Okay.
Okay. I cast that, and I'll have to burn a 3rd level spell as well to do that.
Okay.
And I before I do that, I just take some water, I clean off my hands, and just touch Morgan, and then touch and then touch myself. Just like,
Okay.
can't believe they
when
bought
I
that.
think about you, I touch myself. Sorry.
Well, you can't make things look easy. You got to make them look difficult.
Oh yeah, look, it would be a greater restoration. I already said lesser. You're good.
Well, that's why I prepared both of them because I asked last time, and I think we had a talk about it.
Yeah, I don't recall, and
Okay.
if I remember correctly, I wasn't feeling the best that night, and I don't think I took any notes. So
All right.
Okay. But our HP should stay at what it was, but our max goes back to normal, right?
correct. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Just make sure doing it right.
Okay. So
There we go.
okay.
And I'm assuming Morgan, you're casting all your fun stuff.
Oh yeah, I gotta do my Mage armor. There we go. DC's back up. Turn on my world. Yeah.
Yes, I see. We see.
Yes, I noticed it already too.
How
Yes.
happy I am.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna we're gonna burn through everything right away.
Did we have a long rest or a short rest?
It was a long rest,
Long.
but you took it in the middle of the day, so it's only 8 p.m.
yeah.
It's for pulling an all-nighter, guys. Well, long rest doesn't mean we nap. We just means we didn't do anything for 8 hours, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna burn 2 channel divinities to get back 2 2nd level spells. Well, I
Yep.
probably should have did that instead of burning 3rd level, huh? Oh well.
That's why I don't
I'll
play.
redo it.
Too much thinking.
Okay.
Hey, did we loot
So
any of the monsters, or did we just?
I
So
think
most
we.
of the frog people were just in like loincloths with like makeshift weapons.
yeah.
The only thing that might have had anything would be the Hydra and then Kuketh.
And I'd like to loot the Hydra.
Didn't we butcher the Hydra? I could have sworn we did that because
Yeah,
we
it's
had
gonna
Uh,
have
discussion.
a.
We
I'm
had
pretty sure.
discussion on whether the Hydra meat was poisonous or not.
Yeah, because Arctic Wind was chewing on it.
Oh yeah.
Um,
But you know what? It's gonna have a fang or a talon, something potential that could scavenge.
yeah. Let me.
We don't. Oh yeah. That's something we haven't been doing since Sitka's not here anymore. Is scavenging all the monster parts. She was the one that did all that.
So the slot. Ooh. The slod. Um, shoot, it's been a while. I don't remember how to do this. Harvesting. Um, where is he? He ended up. I think I might have deleted his token just entirely. Um, uh, yeah, Who's a gray slot? So he is an aberration. For an aberration, it's going to be an Arcana check. So it is. He's a DC 19 Arcana check for harvesting him.
Help me out, Morgan.
Okay, I'll give you a hand. Yeah.
Okay. No luck with the Slod. With the Hydra. He is going to be.
Animal handling.
Might actually be. Monstrosity is a nature check. DC 18.
Or Finn, are you a nature kind of dude?
I have some. No.
No. I got like a +4, but I don't have efficiency. Oh.
Saxon looks at Silver Fox.
She's in her bag. She ain't coming out.
God
I'll give
damn
it.
it!
I'll see what I can do. I got a decent
Saxon
nature.
shakes the bag. Damn it, boo boo.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Nobody
All right,
else
well.
for shits and giggles?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't
Hey,
have
try
to be
doing arcane. Try doing arcane, Finn.
You
with
want me
his
to try doing
with his
Arcana?
-1.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here!
Okay, so the Hydra.
There you
You get one Hydra hide, which can be crafted into leather or studded leather armor. 2 sets can be crafted from the hide. Honestly, at this point, it'd just be a selling thing. You get
Hydra.
oh damn
Hide?
hide HIDE. Yep, like it's
Oh, it's not in
backside.
the. It's not in the add items inventory.
It's not a thing. This
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the monster loot is just it's a third party publication.
Copy.
You get 26 Hydra teeth.
Jesus.
Woo!
One tooth can be used as the tip of an arrow or a crossbow bolt, and ranged attacks that use those ammunition deal an additional 1 damage on hit. And then I don't think any of you use ranged weapons,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, where's our ranger when we need her?
right? I don't even think
Well,
Arctic
she
Wind
never
does.
really. Yeah, and she never used it. Yeah.
Nope, she doesn't. um,
go. Zaxxon have,
although I might let her
crossbow?
use them as like throwing weapons. So yeah.
Do you have a short bow or anything, Zaxxon? Sometimes wizards have those, just in their equipment.
I'm a sorcerer.
You want to check anyways?
Yeah, you know what? I am a very eclectic individual.
No, I don't.
We've been super good about checking on this one. 9 rations.
I get 9 rations.
And then
I didn't buy a bunch though before we came down here. I do have like 15 sitting in my inventory.
yeah,
No
there's
range.
apparently in the new version of D&D on Foundry, there's actually a way to force it to track that stuff.
Oh.
Oh, I do have a range weapon. I cry crossbow. Hell
I thought
yeah!
you did. Yeah.
Oh, so now you can have extra +1 to your
Hell yeah!
to your to your probably D6, D8.
It is
Like crossbow,
One
probably.
d 1d8 plus 3 already, so I get 1d8 plus 4.
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah. So Zaxxon equips his crossbow bolts and crossbow on his hip.
And then you've got 4 vials of Hydra Blood that'll allow you to consume them for 1d4 hit points at the end of your turn for 1 minute. So,
Okay. 4 times Hydra. What?
4 vials of Hydra Blood. I put it in the chat.
Thank you.
So you can consume that. It'll give you 1d4 hit points at the end of your turn, each turn for 1 minute.
Ooh, I'm gonna be a vampire.
You guys can
Lucky blood.
split that shit up however you want, or Zaxxon can hoard it all as normal.
Is this only temporary HP? Because you said at the end of 1 minute. 1 minute. Is it just?
No, you basically just roll 1d4 and get that healing at the end of your turn. Every turn for a minute. It's like the reverse of a bleed
Oh
effect.
shit! That's cool.
Yeah, that would be 10 turns. Yeah.
So yeah, in a long combat encounter, that could very
It's
well
like
keep
Dragon
you
Ball.
alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like
Hey,
what, 20 HP?
Zaxxon hands 1 vial to Morgan and Finn, and I'm going to keep 2 on me. I'll give 1 to Doxy when she gets back. That was a good. That was a good loot.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you want to try the arcane, Morgan, or not Morgan? Finn?
He did. He rolled a 10.
Oh, did he? Oh yeah, you did. You
Why does
suck.
it keep off clicking this?
I'm glad we fucking looted. Gotta get back into doing that.
Oh, the slot would have been great. The
Mhm.
slot hide with 15,000 gold in 100 days can be crafted into a set of light armor, magical, or requires attunement. You have resistance to 1 type of damage. It can be chosen and switched over the course of a short or long rest. And you can choose between acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
Cool.
Is that the same table you use for my eye socket?
Daxton
Yes.
walks over to the bag of holding and opens up and goes, "Hey, Foxy, please, woo, see if the arcanes are with you today. I will give you a treat. I'll give
So
you some blood."
we decided she's going to stay in her bag just because I'm not familiar enough with her character yet to run it.
No.
So it would be a
She's
disservice, and I
all
would
tuckered
probably
out.
kill her.
She's all tuckered out from dragging that Hydra around yesterday.
Exactly. She needs a little extra rest. She needs her kitty sleep.
All right. Well, it's
You know how lazy those cat uh,
boxes.
foxes are. Yeah,
The Coxes.
yeah, the coxes.
She just now, like yesterday, realized I changed her Discord name.
You change it to.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Arctic.
I did not see you do that.
It's been like that for about a month now.
Oh.
Okay.
Daxton just teleports.
You're going to the next zone.
Yep, I
He
went down.
he blipped off.
Oh, there you guys go.
I'm blipping. Blip.
Let me blip with you. Did you guys actually blip? Yes, you did blip. Okay. As you
My screen was still black actually,
okay, hold
unless it
on.
changed since I
No,
walked
Yeah,
away.
because
here.
it's
Let
just
me
Morgan
just
and me moving.
let me pull you to the scene just to be safe.
Yep. Oh, there it
I'm gonna
goes.
go grab something. Be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Zaxxon.
Yes, sir. Isn't it weird how a swamp could be down this far down?
Well, it wasn't that many levels up. We had a forest and sunlight.
As you make your way into
Magic.
this next cavern, the ceiling kind of opens up into about a 30-foot high, kind of just arching overhang. The middle of this area, as you approach, is dominated by a crumbling ruin, similar in structure to the one you just left, but this one has not held up nearly as well to time and the elements, if they are in fact elements down here. I don't know. But yeah, you have this crumbling structure kind of standing in front of you that reaches almost up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Place is kind of boring, guys. Keep on going further down or
Mm,
to the west and south.
yeah. Have we haven't gotten any information on what level we're on now, or have we, since we got unkidnapped, rescued
Uh,
ourselves?
as far as you
Oh,
know,
listen
you're
back here, guys.
still on the 8th
Ooh,
level.
there's a statue over here, Zaxxon.
Let me
Well,
kiss it.
Zaxxon, as you
Oh,
walked
uh-oh.
into the glowy, glittery room,
yeah.
as
Oh.
you step into the water there, I need a DC. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Is it involve magic?
No.
Constitution saving throw, you said?
Yes, sir.
Did we walk into another fucking quicksand?
Ooh, you got lucky. As you step in, are you wearing your magical booties of protection by chance?
Always.
Okay. You actually take one step into this slightly wetter, marshy area. There's a little, tiny little, like, couple sections of like what appear to be like little waterfalls running off of the rocks and the walls here. And there's an acrid smell to the air as you step into this chamber, but your satyr booties of anti-clop start to sizzle as you step into the water, and you quickly take a step back. And
Almost
you
lost my shoes.
take 6 poison damage as the water starts to seep into the seams of your boots.
What? Zaxxon takes his boots off and throws them in Finn's direction, not to hit him, but like,
You do notice, however, that directly in the middle of this pool is a glowing green emerald.
Ooh. Zaxxon, do you think
uh,
it was the boots or the water?
I say that again.
Was was it was it the boots or was it just the water? Maybe.
It was the water, but Zaxxon sees this gem and uses Mage's hand to grab it.
Okay.
Nothing bad will happen.
You grab the gem out of the water, and as you do so, um, the acrid smell and the kind of glowy fog that's kind of settled on top of the pool here dissipates.
I I imagine Mage's hand looks like my hand, and I just wiggle it closer to me. Finn, I have learned not to touch shit. Can you do identify?
Uh, okay.
And then Zaxxon places it. He just hold. I guess I hold it indefinitely if my mage hand's fine. I hope for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Um,
I
Can I?
will. I will identify. Yeah.
okay. As you spend the next 10 minutes casting your spell, you'll notice that whatever traces of magic were in this item fades along with the glow that it had while you cast your ritual.
Okay.
It is now just a simple emerald.
Oh, cool.
It's just an emerald, buddy.
Oh, well, that's money. Is it safe? Can I touch it?
Yeah, you're good.
And
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're.
you're good, buddy.
It's
You can touch it.
Jackson palms the emerald into his pocket, his backpack.
emerald worth 250 gold.
Oh, wait, it says emerald here is worth 1,000.
This is a flawed emerald.
Ah,
Yeah. Normal emeralds don't poison pools.
all right. So then Zaxxon, having waited 10 minutes and hopefully whatever was wrong with him before, puts on his slightly singed clip clops. And then, hey guys, do you think it's safe to go in there?
I'm gonna dip my mace in the water and see what happens.
Dipping your mace in the water has no effect. It just ripples out
Maybe.
gently from your weapon.
Listen, my boots got burned, so if your mace is okay, I think you should go lead the way, Finnegan.
um,
And then Zaxxon gives him a good game and pats him on the ass.
um, I'm underneath. I'm underneath Zaxxon right now, so I can't move. Hold on.
Arrow keys.
I tried that. Didn't. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Tight little wall there, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna gently dip my little toe in the water.
So you gently dip your little dwarf toe into the water. Nothing happens.
I'm gonna full on put one foot in the water.
You are good to go, sir.
Woo!
No, I'm gonna
Hey,
stay
Zax.
paranoid. Damn it! I'm gonna gently dip my second foot in the water.
Continues to be fine. Like a 3-year-old in the shallow end of the local neighborhood swimming
Zaxxon
pool.
sees Finnegan and just jumps right in. Yo!
Cannonball!
Zaxxon, there was a room with a weird statue back the other way.
Oh, hey, maybe the emerald can go in the statue's face.
Yeah, and then it will turn into a pet. Kind of looked like a dragon.
You want a dragon?
You see it?
I do see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zaxxon examines the statue for any concave or holes to be filled.
So this statue standing in front of you appears to be some sort of shrine of some sort, representing a snake-like creature with wings. So like think of your standard kind of like magical flying snake. There are no apparent indentations or otherwise
That's the word.
in the statue or pedestal that it is resting on.
All right. Zaxxon starts touching the statue.
Cold stone.
Ugh, this statue's boring, Finn.
Well, maybe. But I
There's
have.
a room back behind it.
Well, hold on.
I'm
Everything
holding.
has to be something, right?
Yeah.
Yes, in this case, a statue.
Okay.
That is why
I
we're
have.
71 weeks into this campaign.
Yep. I have basilisk oil left.
Okay.
Can can I do another identify on the statue? See if it's like a petrified being, or if it's just a statue.
You absolutely can do identify. As you spend another 10 minutes ritually casting identify,
Whoa.
your companions stand by impatiently as you uncover that this is just a statue.
Yes, it's a very ancient, very important statue.
As you were working on your spell, however, I will give you a religion check with advantage to figure out what it is.
Not bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh, you do, in fact, figure out that this is just a statue, but it is a statue of the Yuan-Ti god Seth.
It's a guy named Seth.
Nice.
He's a god for the snake people, the Yanti.
This was us
Of
cheering you
course, they
on.
spelled Seth with 2 S's.
Snakes.
Hi, Steph. All right, let's. Jackson goes to the. Oh my god!
As you move into this next room, there is a kind of a ghostly apparition of a
It's all you, buddy.
I don't know how familiar you guys would be with Yanti.
Can we do a religion check?
We fought some, didn't we?
Did
Okay.
we just see No, we definitely saw statues of them on like the first level. Way back when.
The candle.
Yeah.
When I used the candle, we summoned 2 Yanti abominations.
That's right. So
It
yeah,
may have
so
been one of my what's the word? Not dementia.
Amnesia?
Amnesia week. So
that
help
could have been,
me.
yeah. Um,
Uh,
I think you were here because I'm pretty sure it was the same week we
yeah.
killed the dolphin.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
the
it was.
dolphin. It was the dolphin one. Because
It was
remember,
after the dolphin.
I found a candle underneath the thing, and I immediately used it,
Yes.
and you guys were mad at me. Because like, why would you use it when you could just literally identify it?
Yes.
So
I
yeah,
think you
now he's
identified it, then you
now he's
used
over
it.
identifying. Um,
Yeah, I think I identified it and then still used it.
So
Yeah, you knew it would do
apparatus.
something bad, you just didn't know what.
Gotta get
anyways,
it out of the way.
you get this kind of ghostly apparition floating around another statue, another black statue. This one is like almost looks like it's carved out of like a black marble, also representing Seth. But the this ghostly figure that is kind of roaming the room, just kind of pacing around the statue, doesn't look like your kind of traditional Yanti. This one is almost humanoid in appearance. Let me make sure I'm not crossing my streams here real quick. Yes, this one looks almost humanoid with serpentine features. So slits. Just think of fucking Voldemort.
Okay.
Slits for the
Okay.
nose, very flat featured face. Um, but she looks up to you and says, "Visitors of our Lord Seth, are you friend or
Ah,
foe?"
we've been
I'm gonna let the religious cleric talk for us.
yeah we've been we've made fast friends with the Yanti. We've
Go ahead and
helped
give
them
me a
out
deception
greatly.
check.
I mean, it doesn't matter because
What?
it's the same.
It's
I
that
was gonna
roll, baby.
uh,
It's that roll.
deception,
Okay.
deception.
I assist him. I assist him.
Can I guide myself too?
Or by all means, you can guide yourself and do it with advantage because of his assistance.
I play enough Baldur's Gate. I know I can.
All right.
Yeah, where's the pop-up to let me know to use guidance?
All right, so an 18. This apparition is just kind of oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? She's flighty or seemingly flighty, kind of like half paying attention to her surroundings. She's made like passing eye contact with each of you, but just kind of seems lost in her own world. Um, uh, good. Friends of Seth are welcome here, for there are
Ah,
others in this swamp who are not friends of Seth.
who are they?
There are a number of traitors, the
Mm,
same that left me trapped here for all time.
they wouldn't happen to be the people that have a Hydra, would they?
No, they are also victims of the traitors.
Ah, yes, yes.
Victims, yes.
So who's do these traders do they have a name? A camp?
They are further in the swamp, deeper.
Uh,
They strike out slowly, trying to eradicate the Black Tongues.
okay.
If you are
They
truly friends of Seth, then perhaps you can set things right for me.
uh
I would love to set things straight for you. What can we do?
You must eradicate the Sethian scourge before they can eradicate the Black Tongue.
do we have any idea what she means
You
when she
know,
says black tongue?
Um, yeah, the bullywugs.
Okay.
Okay.
With the time that you spent in their kind of captivity for the day or whatever, you would have easily figured that one out.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, what do you know where these the traders hang out?
Let me just make sure I give you the right cardinal direction. Because I can say deeper into the fucking swamp all day long.
Yeah.
Um, travel beyond the temple, following the tunnels east.
Okay.
You will find them in the arid lands.
Arid lands. Uh, desert people, huh?
Of a sort. Their influence spreads amongst the swamp as they gain ground against the Black Tongue.
Is there a
This
is
whole
there
time,
a
she's just kind of just casually floating through this chamber, just continuing her kind of like circle around this statue, kind of in between you guys and around you guys. And as she speaks to you, it's kind of like a half pay, like half paying attention, like maybe glancing over her shoulder as she turns, and then continues to like regain eye contact as she comfortably continues her path.
so she's not using the eye tracking, is what you're saying.
No, she's not even remotely. Um, yeah, I mean, it's like it's almost as if she's like halfway here and halfway somewhere else, like lost in her own thoughts kind of thing.
By chance, mistress?
And she slowly turns to look at you as she continues walking. And you'll notice
Seth,
that her footsteps don't cause any sort of depression in the ground. There's like a thin layer of kind of the swampy water on the cobble floor of this temple, but she's not leaving any ripples as she walks. It's just
will the Lord and Savior Seth reward us for getting rid of this purge?
as his excuse me, as is his wont. He always rewards his followers.
Zaxxon looks at Finn and Morgan. It's late at night, guys. Let's go kill some baddies.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
more question before we leave. Does Swamp hold any secret treasures that would help us in our quest?
Hmm.
Good question.
Rewards from Seth for completing his will. Perhaps, perhaps visions of a grander time, and perhaps blessings.
All right, guys. Let's go
All
kick
right.
some ass.
We will either defeat these foes of Seth for you, or not come back.
Well, we'll come back, but they'll come back as Jackson, my twin brother.
uh,
Who
Surprised
has the
Zach.
exact
I'm just saying, I'm surprised Zaxxon hasn't tried to pull the ugly twin sister at some point.
same. Why haven't I played a lady character? That's a good idea.
You said east, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
So
I bet it's past the poison. Let's go.
Yeah. Uh,
Jackson teleports.
Give me a second to get everybody on the map.
Yep.
yeah.
I'm teleporting.
And more than likely having to pull Paul to the map.
Yep.
Does
Figure out
not
where the
like him for some reason.
That just a statue? Is that just a rock in the water, or is that something?
as you make your way beyond the chamber, the formerly poisoned chamber, um, you find yourself standing in the midst of another cavern. There's a large stone rising above the 3 foot deep water here that is emitting a soft hissing sound. The the natural like pattern of the stone itself, like the texture of the stone, with what little reflections of the water um, casting up on it, almost look like the stone is covered in snakes.
Looks like, or actually is covered in snakes.
It looks like it. It's not, but it sure as shit looks like it could be.
Jackson uses Mage Hand to slap the rock.
Um, as you do so, like the kind of ephemeral kind of features of your hand, your mage's hand, it almost causes you to become disoriented for a moment as like this, just like I said, this natural pattern as your mage hand goes and like hits it, it almost looks like the curvature and the lines and the texture start moving as if the snakes are like crawling all over this stone. But as soon as your hand moves out of the way again, it settles. But you can swear that the stone itself is hissing.
All right, guys. I think we should
Okay.
walk around it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Um,
Stay away from them.
just so we're all on the same page here. I think we should probably talk to these people that are fighting the Seth people before we.
Yeah.
Jackson sees someone.
Uh-oh.
As you come around the edge of the stone, having kind of blocked your vision beyond into the pathway leading out of this chamber, you see two individuals. One of them is kind of bent over the other. Um, you've got what looks to be a female drow elf laying kind of in the water, somewhat submerged. The Her companion has like pulled her up out of the water so that her head is not below the level of the kind of the 3 foot depth of this pool. But she is like rigid, like almost as if she's gone into kind of a silent seizure. Um, you see what looks like the remains of like a tripwire that has snapped, and the other drow, they're both drow. The other one who is trying to tend to her uh, seemingly paralyzed companion, uh, she looks up, sees the three of you, and there is just abject fear in her eyes. And without even hesitating, she says, "Please, a quick death. Anything but a life in chains." And she hugs her companion close to her and like drops her head as if she's just waiting for you to end things.
Jackson approaches with his hands up. Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that. There's what I don't know what you think of who we are, but we mean you no harm. Is your friend okay?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. This
I will guide
individual,
him.
yeah, say this individual is absolutely terrified. It doesn't, no insight roll needed.
What's the D4?
Yep.
Yeah, roll d4 too. There we go.
There you go.
Alrighty. So 17. Nice. Um, she looks up. You're you're not here to take us back.
We don't even know where you're from. No, we were walking through the swamps. We can help you. We can give you potions.
Everyone promises help, but those promises
Uh,
are laced with venom. Surely you're
shit.
thralls. As you get
Can I like?
closer, as you get closer and start talking to her, you see obviously, like I said, her friend is like paralyzed, like rigid. Looking down at the one who's speaking to you, as she kind of cradles her friend, you can see a nasty chunk like of flesh like taken out of her arm. Just kind of bandaged the wound, but it is seeping and oozing through the bandage rapidly.
Ben,
Let me
Ben, yeah.
yeah, I will use a
Jackson approaches to comfort.
sorry, I'm looking for it. I'll use the healing kit on her.
As you approach, um, she kind of recoils back, dragging her friend with her, kind of up against the wall, trying to kind of recede into the wall or retreat into the wall almost. I mean, she is, despite your kind approach, she's again still just utterly horrified.
Finnegan,
Uh,
can you stand away from her for a second?
Yeah.
Jackson casts subtle spell sleep.
Subtle spell sleep.
Yep.
Okay,
So she can't hear me cast it.
sure. What is the hit point effect on that one?
He has to roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 5d8 or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think it's
5d8, yep.
I do remember.
Did the dice go through? Oh, no, it did not.
I lied. I don't know why I said she's a drow. She's a female Dwargar. The paralyzed companion is a drow.
Okay.
23. She immediately slumps over, um, having thankfully backed up against the rock wall. Neither her nor her companion actually slip beneath the surface of the water.
Jackson quickly runs over. All right, sorry guys, I had to make an aura of sleep. This bitch wasn't gonna let us do anything.
I will use a a healing kit on the injured one.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't roll like shite. Okay, 16. So it's 15 and they get 1 hit dice, right? So
Mm-hmm. It is a 1d8. Okay.
All right, all right.
Okay. So she is. You manage to staunch the bleeding and clean the wound up enough before rebandaging it that it'll at least hold for a while. Considering the environment that you're in, the moisture and just the humidity and everything, it's likely going to be prone to infection if it doesn't get treated otherwise. But for now, at least, she's in a relatively stable condition.
And sleep lasts for 1 minute, so whenever she wakes up.
Are you just standing around waiting for that to happen then?
Yeah.
Okay. So eventually she does slowly, her eyes start to flutter again, and she comes to uh, kind of that grogginess kind of recedes a little bit faster because of the magical nature of the spell. She comes to a lot quicker than she would if she had actually, gone to sleep of her own accord. And immediately upon seeing you again, grabs her friend tight and kind of pulls back. Um, what do you want? Please, if you're not going to end it, don't toy with us.
I would like you to see that we tended to your wound. And
She does.
Jackson gestures.
She looks down, kind of tentatively at first, and then notices the fresh bandage and obviously can't see it, but can tell that the wound has been cleaned and dressed. Looks back up at you. Who are you?
We're the rescue rangers.
yep,
Yeah.
that is our name.
You
Yes,
forgot
it
that was
is.
our name, didn't you?
I didn't
Yes.
forget. I just wasn't expecting it. I am not familiar with your organization.
Well, we're new and we're frankly here against our will.
As you say that, the fear returns. So you are subjects.
Well,
Why?
Well,
Why are you helping us?
We're not really subject to much at all. We
What
just
games are you playing?
it's a pretty big game actually.
we're playing with a very twisted sorcerer mage individual.
A very powerful mage has asked us to make our way through these Underdark levels as part of for his own amusement.
As you, who has the flute?
Me.
As you say that about Hallister, um, Zaxxon, from your packs, the flute starts playing music.
Oh, that's not good.
Zaxxon like takes his backpack off and like opens it and pulls the flute out.
As you do so, the sound of the flute begins to echo through the chamber, kind of almost mixing with the sound of this hissing statue into this like just uh, sonorous cacophony. It's uncomfortable. It's like a nails on a chalkboard against the stone walls, and you can see this woman flinch. And at this point, she starts trying to drag her friend away from you, um, continually complaining about the games and the thralls, and she just wants to die.
I, I'll ask them. Were you forced to be here as part of the games as well?
She stops slowly, kind of giving up her, as a Dwergar trying to drag a drow, an unconscious one at that, um, through, hip deep water. Um, she kind of gives up, slumps down again against the wall. Everyone here is here against their will.
Well, if you're, I would say just hold out. Uh, we we're gonna fix this somehow.
So it's been a minute. Is there a nearby place that we could send her off to with her friend?
These
It's not in the
chambers are
swamps.
all. I mean, there's a couple spots, like from where Morgan's standing, he can see like a small patch of dry land in this junction just ahead. But for the most part, this area here is, with the occasional, it's almost similar to the first portion where you first came into this level, where there's like these tiny little like hillocks, but mostly it's this, for an average sized person, kind of knee deep water.
What if we send them back to the Hydra Temple?
I don't think
I
that
mean,
place is very safe.
we can send them wherever
Okay.
for a little while, but
Yeah.
ultimately they're not able to get out until Halster is dealt with.
Are you guys when you're? I'm gonna ask her. When you talk about being trapped here, are you talking about the Mad Mage house, or are you talking about something else?
I don't know who Hallister is.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Who's trapped you here?
The Sethian.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we can deal with that.
The
You're
who
not
did?
Sethian.
you're not with the Scourge. She
Uh, uh,
slowly starts to relax.
uh,
No.
not necessarily. I mean, we talked to some of them, but we're not aligned per se.
How have you escaped their clutches?
Oh,
No one clutches us. No one. Uh,
I mean,
There was lots of fire and
yeah,
tiny hammers.
lots of yeah. What
She
he
gives
said.
out this kind of like somewhat mirthless laugh. Like there's a little bit of hope to it, but at the same time, she just cannot wrap her head around the fact that you have no idea what she's talking about.
If you're talking about the bullywugs and the slots, we killed a bunch of them.
No. So you are with the Sethian.
Well,
You're helping to eradicate the Black Tongue?
well, they
We were under the impression that the Black Tongue were with the Sethian. Are they not?
No. They've been fighting for territory for years. The Sethian have been trying to completely and utterly destroy the Black Tongue. And you're helping.
are we the baddies?
no, we got kidnapped and nearly turned into some
No.
other creatures. We're definitely not the bad
The
guys here.
yeah, the Black Tongue kidnapped us.
And you're
Is
not
what
thralls of the Sethian.
no, but if you want to show us where some of them are, maybe we'll kill them too.
Yes.
She is just utterly confused at this point.
We came from up the mountain. Do you know like we're in a mountain, there's levels above us. We're working our way down. We're not from around here.
There's kind of a wave of understanding crosses her face at this point, but still confused. Uh, I don't understand. Why would you go deeper? It's clearly you've been mistaken, both yourselves and by the Black Tongue. If you say you were taken captive, then surely they assumed that you were with the Sethian Scourge. It was survival for them, and you slaughtered them.
I mean, we were defending ourselves.
Did they harm you?
They
Uh,
kidnapped us.
She looks over. Did they hold you
didn't
overnight?
Yeah.
yes.
They were trying to break you from the clutches of the Sethian.
Well, they didn't really try to talk to us at all,
I
if I
mean,
remember right.
can you blame them? They've been,
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they took us against our will, and
oh
we fought
gosh,
back.
they've been victims of genocide. They're probably not rushing to explain themselves when for so long they've been hunted.
What does York you both like mean?
I'm not familiar with their tongue. I just know what I have seen. Many
Uh,
here are victims of the Sethian. They, gosh, not reinforce. Yeah, we'll just say reinforce. They reinforce their will with the new day every day, keeping us
what
trapped and forcing us
what
to
did it?
destroy the Black Tongue.
Oh, interesting. What do you think they meant by they said soon we will be family? We heard them say that.
I don't know. I don't understand. Um, I myself have been forced into executing the will of the Sethian against my own will. I've been toyed
The
with and tortured and sent to destroy things and destroy their clutches. And if the Sethian cannot exert their influence on me, then I am caged and beaten until they can take control again.
You know, maybe we need to find this group and talk to them. I feel
the
like
the ones we
I,
already killed, or
the other badge that we're looking for.
I want to
I,
do an insight check on her. Is she telling the truth?
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
I have
Zaxxon helps with his proficiency. Oh, never mind.
21. She is. She's confused. She's shell shocked. But she seems to be forthright with you. Um,
Okay.
I have a
Damn.
feeling we're dealing
Are-
with two groups of not so nice people.
are-
Yes, I
or we're
concur.
the baddies. Um.
Ah, that
Well,
can't be it.
we're not the baddies. They touched us.
Well,
Fuck
which
around, find out.
which way are these Sethian?
I don't know why you would want to continue further, but make your way south and east of here. But
Damn, everything's south and east.
beware the lair of Hexakali. She looks down at her arm as she says that. Dangers lurk beneath the water.
Let's go find this person. Do you know where a better direction for us?
She points towards the direction of Morgan. Uh, Follow this and basically says, follow this pathway through the next chamber, and you'll find where the lands become arid.
Thank you. Now take care of your friend. That wound that we just dressed could get infected, so try to find somewhere less moist. There's a temple just west and north of here. Make a
She's
fire.
still like utterly confused and horrified, just nods as you kind of start to walk away, and you could just see her like bodily dragging her friend through this, for her, like I said, almost chest deep water, um, making her way back the way that you just came from.
All right, guys, we gotta figure out if we're the good guys or the bad guys.
Well, both of them said that that the bad guys were in the desert,
Yeah,
All right.
right?
Uh, I Arid land.
arid
Arid
land,
land.
which
So
isn't
less swamp.
There you go.
so maybe just dry land, like
Yeah.
All right.
uh,
She said west or east, but there's two exits here. Maybe there's one
southeast.
further. Yeah, southeast.
as you make your way into this chamber, the the water here is otherwise still. Um, as you take each step, it kind of ripples outward and exposes just below the surface of the water bones. Lots and lots of bones. Probably enough to fill a graveyard. I need a perception
Oh.
check. I need a perception check from all three of you.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it, guys.
Oh,
Okay. You all catch sight of these bones, and you realize, just as you walk past this kind of middle section of land here, that a good number of them are connected, and they begin to rise up out of the swamp. Go ahead and roll initiative.
oh. It's almost like somebody told us there was danger in the water.
Good rolls, everybody.
Well, we used them on the perception checks.
Uh, Alrighty. At least you're not surprised. We are going to. This thing is going to reach out and immediately cast a spell. I need wisdom saving throws from Finn and Morgan.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my lucky and reroll that. That is not a good enough one.
Yeah.
No, that's not even bad. That's even worse.
Okay. Both of you are paralyzed. It didn't apply shit to you, so I'm going to do it manually. Alrighty. As it casts a spell and locks both of you kind of into place, it, from somewhere in its throat, as it is all bone, you hear this rasping voice come out and say, "This is my kingdom, and I will see it turn to ash before creatures so low as yourself take it." Zaxxon, you're up.
Bet. All right. Well, we all know what's going to happen. But which one do I want to do? Yeah, I'm going to do level 4. And then I'm going to use sorcery points. To reroll.
That was a lot
Okay.
of twos.
Yep. I think I can do 5 now. I gotta make sure. Where is it? Meta magic. Yep, up to 5 dice. Okay, cool. Alright.
So the 2s and a 3, or the 2s and a 1, I'm assuming.
There we go.
Okay, so
Yes,
2,
sir.
4, 6, 8, 9. So we're adding 9
So
damage to
39.
that. Yep, 39. Okay, and then the dex save.
Walking here with your daggers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes
Alright,
all.
takes all 39 damage.
And then I move back 15 feet just in case.
And I need a concentration saving throw, which he fails. So concentration comes off. You
Nice
guys are
one,
no
Zaxxon.
longer paralyzed.
Mm.
I am.
Yeah, nicely done. You know what? I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip on it.
Just mean.
Yeah.
Uh,
DC 17 Intelligence.
DC 17 intelligence. Fucking rolls tonight. Oh!
Oh, it made it. Okay, so it takes 5 psychic damage.
5 psychic damage.
Let's
And none of
see.
the other effects, right?
No effects. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna back up to that. Okay. There we go. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Let's have some fun. Flame strike.
Okay.
S-
You have far too many spells for me to scroll through.
So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 16. It takes 39 damage.
And immediately turns to ash.
Ooh, hey, look, Ash.
Oh, he was kind of squishy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I was-
Jackson. Was
Well, he said
that
he
not
was the
enough?
king. He said he was the king of this place, and he kind of killed the king.
It was very
Only
disappointing.
366 XP.
Yes, you do not
Okay.
have enough to level up. I haven't updated your character sheet, which I'm going to do right now.
Go. You have enough to level up.
No, you don't.
I leveled up. I'm level 10.
No, I told you I forgot to update your character sheet after your last level up. So it was still
Oh.
tracking you as level 8.
Oh,
Good try, though.
I mean,
Just need,
I-
like,
guys, I'm really
12,000 XP.
All right.
I'm really disappointed in that.
I will wrap it up there tonight, though, because I have to be up early. I have Seaburn training tomorrow.
Oh yeah, boo boo.
I'm so excited.
What's that?
Chemical, biological, radiation, and nuclear warfare training.
Where you wear mop gear, like the gas mask and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Super, super thrilled. If I get lucky, I'll get pepper sprayed.
Ooh!
I haven't been I haven't been sprayed with that shit since basic training.
I was gonna say.
I only know about mop suits from
Fallout.
no, Generation Kill. It's a
Hey.
Rolling Stone reporter was embedded with
Why
the
is my
Marine
sound?
Recon unit during
Oh,
the
that's
invasion
why.
of
Stand by. Stand by. For some reason, it just connected to my controller.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, he wrote a book about being embedded with the Marine Recon unit during the initial invasion of Iraq, and then they made a mini series about it on HBO.
Okay.
And there's a scene in there where the reporter's trying to puts on his mop suit, but puts on like a strap pad or something incorrectly, and it basically tries to uh uh it gets it pulls against his junk and
Yes.
I'm just glad I don't
uh,
have to wear the body condom anymore.
Jeffrey, look at my beautiful character. Isn't
What?
she beautiful?
What am I looking at?